Hello, and we are back. I know there's been a little bit of a break. I've been working on other projects, doing my writing. Let's crack on, shall we? I thought we'd start a new series, and it's an area that I don't have a deep expertise in. So we're going to be learning together. I'll probably do my normal tangents, if anything grabs my attention. But the topic area is going to be brain-computer interfaces. Okay, so this is cybernetics. This is linking man and woman with machine. Yeah. I mean, it's a cool area. It's philosophically, I'm very much behind this. So, because I think it is one of the key things that is going to prevent the complete separation between artificial intelligence systems and human systems. So it's the bridge, right? So being able to link up with machines as machines become increasingly intelligent in various different forms or super intelligent I think that's really key, right? That will keep us anchored in their minds and behaviors, right? Without this, if you can't talk between these two systems, what happens when you have a misalignment, right? You have to play games, right? You have to work around the houses. You have to take other drastic steps, And I think it's a relationship between any, cognizant creatures. If you can talk, you can work towards a solution, right? All of our modern sort of democratic institutions in the West are designed so that we talk, right? Yeah, we yell at each other, we shout, we complain, we moan, right? But what are the other options? Right? They're not good options, right? It's scheme or murder, right? or bully or intimidate or coerce, control, right, etc. But if you can talk, then you can, even if you disagree, you can maybe find some common ground. You can agree to disagree. You can find alternative solutions. You can just leave the issue. So being able to talk with machines as they become more and more intelligent, I think is absolutely the future. Yeah. And quite a lot of people agree. Anyway, so foundation paper. Summary of over 50 years with brain-computer interfaces. A review. So we're going to look at a big review paper. I'm probably not going to do the whole thing. Yeah, I'm going to skip around to the bits that I find really interesting. We'll start with the abstract and do a big overview. Big load of authors. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 authors. I'm not going to read all of those, but you can find it. It's in Brain Science 2021. Summary of over 50 years with brain-computer interfaces. A review. Let's start with the abstract. Over the last few decades, the brain-computer interfaces have gradually been making their way into the epicenter of scientific interest. Well, if you're a brain-computer interface researcher, sure. But no, it's been gaining ground for a long time. Many scientists from all over the world have contributed to state-of-the-art in the scientific domain by developing numerous tools and methods for brain signal acquisition and processing. Such a spectacular process would not be achievable without accompanying technological development to equip the researchers with the proper devices, providing what is absolutely necessary for any kind of discovery as the core of every analysis, the data reflecting the brain activity. That is not a well put together sentence. Let's summarize that. Two things. So brain signals and the data. Yeah. So you've got two things. So you've got a in order to talk to a machine, you have to have brain signals that are turned into data, right? Into machine readable stuff. And this is where the first area of progress is. The common effort has resulted in pushing the whole domain to the point where communication between a human being and the external world through a brain-computer interface is no longer science fiction. Nope, people are doing this. They've got little things attached to their heads that are moving mice and receiving things directly from thoughts, as well as a bunch of other interfaces for movements and cybernetics and stuff, which they're probably going to get into as well. But nowadays, a reality. In this work, we present the most recent relevant aspects of BCIs, brain-computer interfaces, BCIs, going forward, and all the milestones that have been made over nearly 50-year history of this research domain. We mention people who were pioneers in this area, as well as highlight all the technological and methodological advances that have transformed something available and understandable by very few into something that has the potential to be a breathtaking change for so many. Yeah, and I think we've got to go front and center here with the ability to rehabilitate people that have had traumatic brain injuries and physical injuries. Right, the cybernetics have the ability to do amazing things. Bring back sight to blind children, restore. One of the first amazing areas of progress was auditory signal processing, because we understand that quite well. And man, if you've ever seen some of those videos where it's going to make me tear up, like just thinking about it, is when those a mum is with her. You see a bunch of them with their deaf baby, and the baby hears the mum speaking for the first time. God, yeah, like that's what this stuff's for, that's when we can communicate in new ways. That's beautiful. Just watching that baby's face light up for the first time, and the mum as well. God, those videos always get to me. I'm such a big softie. My daughter always, Daddy, are you crying? I'm like, yeah, because I just told you a story about something important, or a movie or something, amazing. Aiming to fully understand how the human brain works is a very ambitious goal, and it will surely take time to succeed. However, even that fraction has already been determined to be sufficient, e.g. to allow impaired people to regain control of their lives and significantly improve their quality. Amazing. The more discovered in the domain, the more benefit for all of us this can potentially bring. Like when you look at stuff like artificial intelligence research, there's a lot of cons, right? AGIs, misalignment, everything like that. Like this stuff, like cybernetics and restoring or building new human functions. The only cons a lot of the time are the cons of, well, they're people, right? So, you give somebody a cybernetic arm, some douchebag's going to hurt somebody with it, right? But a lot of the time, you give people cybernetic legs, one guy's going to go rob a bank, but 3/4 of, 99.9% of them are, people that are just want to walk again with their kids, I really think this is an area that, should be at the forefront, is a way of, insulating us against future or even current artificial intelligence issues. So it's like it's the potential only major philosophical, if you look at the sort of like end, you do your kind of like forward thinking risk analysis, the merger of humans and machines is like one of the only true philosophical outs for a improving super intelligent AI. It's real powerful stuff. Yeah, and also, you know, like, because I'm pro into biohacking and you know, transhumanism and all that kind of stuff. You know, like, I think we should push humanity forward, right? Like, so, you know, give me my robot arm, yeah. You know, like, you know, give me my super senses. You know, give me my ability to scan things. Give me sight beyond sight. You know, like, I think, you know, aside from the, you know, healing, connecting side of things, like, this stuff is super cool, right? Like, you know, bats, like the biologist, right? Like, one of the major philosophical issues in some aspects of behavioral ecology is we cannot understand how some of these animals interact with the world, right? So bats have this sonar, right, the echolocation. We don't have that sense, right? We don't know how they perceive the world, right? But we could, yeah. So, like, we could, you know, look at the structure of that, build a machine that does it, and work out how their brain structures work and everything like that, and boom, in we go. We build a little cybernetic sonar system, yeah, and the accompanying cybernetic, you know, sort of replacement neural connective material, and suddenly, you know, that philosophical problem is not quite solved, but we have a practical right? Like, the same things can be said, you know, like, if we could decode whale song, you know, and then we could have speakers, and then we could talk to them, right? Like, again, like, you know, these things that were tree falls in a forest type philosophical problems, we can do that, right? Like, that's awesome, you know, that's science fiction now. And you know, like a lot of these issues, I think that will, you know, like, it will just be solved by brute force, right? Yeah, often technology just pushes things out to insignificance, right? You know, so as soon as you have clean water and sanitation, yeah, like, the germ theory of disease, of course, you know, will help and everything, but, like, if you just give people clean water, like, they don't get horrible waterborne diseases anymore. Yeah, women can wash with them and they don't get horrible you know, infections all the time, you know, urinary tract infections and things like that, right? So, like, yeah, like, theory and understanding is important, but let's just go do it, right? You know, especially if we think that the implications are not philosophically bad, you know. So yeah, big fan. Not hugely, you know, because I don't have, you know, I'll understand from a sort of like AI and maybe some signal processing and some biology stuff and like human anatomy and things, but like my area of expertise is not in building real things, robotics and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be a fun one, and I'm probably going to have to, you know, I'll be learning along with you, which will be good. Yeah. Okay. So see you all soon. Bye.